Man, this is how I know the economy is bad right now.
How are people surviving financially nowadays?
I swear this economy is an independence killer. Cause you
just tired.
I just had the most unreasonable reaction.
I'm tired of feeling like I have to put money before anything else.
Anyone else feeling more depressed than normal lately? I'm just curious.
You're constantly working, and for what? At the end of my pay cycle.
How are people surviving financially nowadays? Because me and my husband make decent money. We only have one child. We have regular cars. We're still paying them off, so we have car payments. We live in a decent area, nothing fancy. And I feel like we're constantly struggling. And there's people that make less money than me and us, actually, and they're living wild lives. Like, are people just racking up all this debt? Or am I just doing something really, really, really wrong? Because I feel like I'm always trying to pay something off, or I'm always on a budget. And then student loans are due next month and nobody's talking about it. Like, how?
There are so many people who live their lives in constant burnout because of the current state of the economy and the current cost of living. Many of us wake up tired, go to work tired, and come home feeling more drained than ever. Working conditions for most people are questionable, prices keep rising, and people are struggling more than ever. Take a look at these videos and let me know what you think in the comments below. Modern life is causing constant burnout.
Man, this is how I know the economy is bad right now. I just made $34 in 8 hours on DoorDash today. $34. I ain't never made that. I ain't never did this on DoorDash. Man, having a job is the best thing you can have, man, because it's guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? It might be mundane, but, man, you ain't got to depend on tearing your car up, none of that, and you getting the same guaranteed check every Friday. Like, man, $34 in 8 hours, man. And y'all thought I was playing when I said TikTok is the new DoorDash. Crazy, man. Oh, yeah, that video finna come up, too. That's finna be my next video. Y'all finna see exactly how much money I made. Y'all finna see what 19 cents got me on TikTok. But, man, DoorDash, y'all ought to be ashamed of y'allself, man. $34 in 8 hours, and I'm a platinum member.
And what really grinds my gears in this finding a job world that I hate so bad. You can have all the experience in the world. You could be the best dressed out of all the people in a group interview. You can have your resume in your hand and nobody else has a resume. You could be the best talker if you are. I'm not a good talker. But you could be the best everything. Most experience, better experience, etc. Then you get the rejection email and it's like, oh, you were the best person. Like, literally, you were the best of the best. Like, we almost went with you. We almost did. Just to let you know, we were finna pick you. But somebody else just got a little bit of edge on you. You got the best experience. You're the most determined. We loved everything you said. I love the fact that you're a go-getter and you're a hard worker. You got all this experience. But somebody else a little bit over ahead of you. But we're gonna keep your application. We're gonna keep your application on file. You can have other. Applications. You could have other jobs here that pay a lot less. Well, you could, but we might not give it to you though. But we'll put you on file for that. Baby, now you got me in the corner with a bucket of water coming from my tears. I didn't feel like crying today. If you would have rejected me in the email and left it alone, I probably wouldn't have cried in the corner with a bucket of water as tears. But the fact that you told me I was one of the best and you were almost going to pick me and you really was picking me, but then you didn't pick me because you wanted to go with the other person, it's going to make me cry some more. Because it's just like, don't butter me up. I'm not popcorn. Reading these rejection emails, if y'all keep it short and sweet, hey, you ain't get the job, bro. I'm going to be all right. I might be a little sad, but I'm going to be all right. You butter me up like I'm popcorn, I'm going to be in the corner like I'm in a movie theater. And I'm going to be crying, y'all. I'm going to be a bucket of popcorn crying in the corner. Because you told me, I'm spitting, y'all. Because you told me I was the best of the best. Anyways, yeah. You told me I was the best of the best. From the east to the west. And now I'm feeling like, dang, well, if I was the best, why are you sending me this email? Yeah, so depressing. Call you back.
I swear this economy is an independence killer. Because you either have to stay home with your parents, get a roommate, or get married. That's all the options you have. Because you cannot afford to live alone. Now with these prices, no.
Do you want to know what's insane? My grandfather came to this country with $1 in his pocket. $1. $1 US. And he made for himself, within his 60 years of life, a beautiful life. Successful. He owned multiple homes, started multiple businesses, put all of his children through college, paid for their weddings, and these were elaborate, expensive, luxurious weddings. Now, my mother, my father, successful. They have, a life for themselves. They've owned multiple businesses. They have, vehicles and are able to pay for their life expenses. They put all of us through college. They're still putting my siblings through college. And if and when I want a wedding, they'll be able to fund that for me. At least I think so, right? My aunts, both of them, they have homes. They have, good lives for themselves. Nobody is living shittily. But the crazy thing is, I cannot envision myself ever owning a home, ever being able to afford a car or pay bills. And it's crazy, okay? I have a full-time job. I work sometimes I'm working 55 hours a week. Sometimes I work more than that. Like, I literally am always working, constantly working. And in my mind, it is just super unconceivable to ever meet the threshold of being super financial and stable in the finances that I have, to one, afford a life that I think is A, sustainable, but also comfortable, and B, do anything outside of the realm of bare necessity. And I told my husband this today, and he was like, you know what? I feel like what our parents achieved yesterday will never be our reality. And it's gonna just take us a lot longer to get there. And I don't know why people constantly want to talk about the work ethic of young people. Because if anything, I feel like young people are just constantly working. But the only difference here is that you're constantly working, and for what? At the end of my pay cycle, I have money, but I don't have any of the other things that older generations were afforded. I don't have the security. I don't have the promise of being able to build a life for myself. Do you guys realize what it means that so many young people don't even have in their mind the concept of being able to be homeowners? And it's not just a thought, right? That's the reality. The cost of living is outpacing wages. People cannot provide for the families that they do have, let alone start families at all. And it's just so sad, because if you talk to somebody that's of a different generation, not, millennials or Gen Z or Gen X, whatever the fuck we are, if you talk to a boomer, they're just gonna say that you're not working hard enough. But there's no amount of hard work that can get us out of the predicament that we're in. And it's super scary. And it's frustrating, so.
Y'all ain't tired? Nothing in particular. Just tired. I'm tired. Tired of what's going on in the world. You got meteorites falling from the sky. That's probably rockets. Men and women hate each other. People ain't dating to love no more. It's all transactional. You gotta buy a horse because gas so expensive. It's too expensive to just have a vehicle anymore, so it's just cheaper to buy a horse, let them eat grass, and just ride the horse to places. Everybody got these big old teeth in their mouth. They going to get the cosmetics, and they got piano keys in their mouth. Netflix keep going up. It's almost $87 to get a Netflix plan, to somebody to be able to share it, and you don't have ads in it. You want kids. Daycare costs about $1,700 a week. So you can't have kids. If you live in Houston, if you cough, you end up with bumps somewhere that's not supposed to be somewhere. Honda Civics cost as much as Ferraris now. The kids in school can't read. They're gonna be our nurses and doctors. We got 75-year mortgages getting ready to come around. If you want to buy a house, if you want to buy a 2-bedroom house, they cost $750,000 now. Nobody's hiring. They ask you to upload your resume into the application, and then they asking you to fill out your work history. I don't understand that. It's 2026. I'm tired. I know y'all gotta be tired too.
The current state of the economy is kicking my ass. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I feel like my fiance and I just work. We work and work and work and work just to pay bills, just to afford the house we have, to afford groceries, to make sure that everyone is comfortable. And it's fucking a lot. It is a lot. And you guys can say, oh, the economy is great. Y'all, again, I voted for the current president. The economy is not great. I don't care what you're saying. Groceries have gone up exponentially. And I can say specific items because I buy the same specific items when I go to the store. I buy the same fucking fries milk, same fucking fries bread, same fucking fries this, that, and the other. And there's no reason for it to be increased, right? Gas. Oh my God. Gas is so unaffordable. And to get to work, you obviously have to buy the gas to get there. And that's fucking unaffordable. And it's no one's getting raises, no one's getting bonuses. Like, I'm just stressed to the nines. And I don't know if it's just me, but I know 8 years ago when my fiance and I first were dating, we were able to put much more into savings. Life was much more affordable. And mind you, we were making less then. So obviously something isn't working.
I just had the most unreasonable reaction to something. So I just went to the bank to try to open a checking account, like another just free checking account, like if it was for saving for Christmas presents or like traveling, just like a short-term thing. The guy says, we can't do that. You have to have a $500 minimum. I don't want that. I just want it to be like basic. I don't want a savings account because I need to be able to move things in and out of it as needed. Just wanted like a free basic checking account. I already have an account here. Why can't you do that? He said no. I said, whatever. I left. I get in my car. I just start crying. That is a completely unreasonable response to the interaction that just happened. It's not that big of a deal, but it pissed me off. And it's because I feel like everything, like I immediately got in the car and texted my husband. I said, everything just feels so impossible right now. Like everything, just the weight of everything feels impossible. Like affording to live feels impossible. Like I've been constantly going back and forth. Like, do I want to have another baby? I can't afford it. Like, would I like to? Yeah, sure, but can't. It would mean I need a bigger house, a bigger car, another school. Like, it's so frustrating that these decisions have to be based on things like that. And that all of us have to have like 2 to 3 side hustles just to function. Like, my husband and I have good jobs. We both work. I don't want to work. I want to stay home. Are you kidding me? I would love to just be staying home with my kids. I also do content creation, make money off of that. Like I do Disney travel planning. I don't even talk about that. I do that too. Like I have 2 side hustles and a job. My husband has a very good job. We cannot afford to live. Like it's incredibly infuriating that this is where we're at. It's just, we should be able to live comfortably with the income that we make. And it's just bullshit that we can't. I'm not sure how we got there, but end rant.
Anybody else wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and instantly think, why the fuck am I doing this? What is the point? Just to go to work, make a couple dollars an hour, and barely still survive? Make it make sense, because it make no sense, honey.
I'm tired of money. I'm tired of feeling like I have to put money before anything else. I'm tired of feeling like I'm a slave to money. I'm tired of the buying power of the dollar having no value whatsoever. I'm tired of hearing about people working 3 jobs and still can't pay their bills. They still can't get ahead. I'm tired of my worth being determined on how much wealth I have, how many green pieces of paper I have. I'm tired of watching my existence go to waste because I feel like I need to make more money. I feel like I need to continuously be chasing money, even though I know it's not going to get me anywhere. I feel like whether I make more money or I don't make any money at all, I'm going to be either way. I'm tired of serving a government that gets joy out of the pain and suffering of millions of Americans, knowing that we're never going to be able to fulfill their greedy appetite. I'm tired of being suggested to go to therapy when I can't really afford to go to therapy, when capitalism is the root cause of why I'm mentally losing my mind along with millions of others, just so that way they can make another profit off of me.
Anyone else feeling more depressed than normal lately? I'm just curious. Like, just this, like, looming depression. And it's not like boohoo, lock yourself in a dark room depression, but you can feel something's off. My take is this. I just filled up my gas tank, and for $30, I got a day's worth of gas in my truck, essentially. And I'm realizing more and more of how fucked our economy is. I went through this last recession deal that we did in the early 2000s, and it fucking sucks. And this is all the signs of what it was. I mean, how many people out there right now have no credit card debt because you don't need to live on your credit cards? I make more money today than I did 5 years ago, by far. Yet I am tremendously broker than I was 5 years ago. If I would have made this money 5 years ago, holy shit, like life would be amazing. But it's like, it's not enough. And now all of a sudden you kind of like feel like a failure, and you start to get in your head of like, why am I constantly stressed? I mean, are you driving around with your check, your fuel light on, or are you giving up your health insurance because you're trying to cut corners somewhere just to get some more money and cash flow somewhere? I don't know, man. I will say this. I think it's going to get a lot worse, way worse than this before it ever gets better. I think you're going to see a lot of people struggle with addiction. I think you're going to see a lot of people struggle with mental health. Like, it's going to get fucking crazy. Kind of like it did back then. And I don't mean to be like some like sound the alarms or whatever bullshit, but I'm just like, I'm watching more and more people just using credit cards on shit and just not having money all of a sudden, and never slowed down the spending. And now all of a sudden it's like we didn't even slow down the spending and you're just broke. I don't know. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that this is just a little phase. I guess we'll find out. I just want to let you know, if you're struggling right now, you ain't alone.
It's very sad that many of us are spending every moment of our day burnt out, and we work more than ever, just for us to be in the worst economy to get ahead in. Prices of major milestones have shot up so fast that many of us can't do anything to keep up. A lot of us are working harder than ever while experiencing no career growth and mass layoffs wherever we go. Many of us are living in constant burnout and are in huge fear of everything being taken away from us from things out of our control. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments, but most importantly, thank you for watching.